Are we there yet?
Hey everybody, John here. So, since we started our YouTube channel, I've had a lot of questions about how we make our videos. And I thought it'd be really fun to do a video series, a little series about how we make our videos. So today, we're going to start off by looking at the gear. So the reason I've chosen the cameras that I've chosen has to do with the filmmaking style that I use, and that's really kind of a run and gun filmmaking style, meaning it's got to be quick and it's got to be easy. Let's wait for the school bus to pass. So run and gun filmmaking really means you have limited time and you have limited budget. Well, not necessarily limited budget, but limited time. Since I'm the dad in the family, I'm trying to participate in our adventures as well as film them, which is a big challenge. Often it means you won't get the best shot, or you'll have to take a shot really quick and hope that it's good. But it's definitely a challenge. And that means the kind of cameras that I have need to be quick, they need to be portable, I need to be able to keep them on my person. On any given adventure, I usually have 3 cameras with me. One of them is always a GoPro. Maybe I have more than one GoPro, depending on where we're going or what we're doing. Another one is this Sony a6000. This is kind of a new camera in our arsenal. But is a new favorite because it has the interchangeable lenses. And then I often have the drone, unless we're in a national park, and then I don't have the drone. But the camera that I always have with me is the one that's shooting this video right now, which is my phone. So let me go through each of these items here on the table and talk a little bit about why they are in my kit. Okay, so let's start off by looking at the drone. So this right here is the DJI Mavic Air. And the reason I chose this drone over others was because it is so compact and portable. With this particular drone, it folds up extremely small. So I can fold all of the legs just like this. And this drone is about the size of a cell phone, a large cell phone. It easily fits inside of this case right here, where I can keep all the batteries, I can keep the controller, and I can keep everything that I need right here within this handy case. This drone does shoot in 4K, which was important to me. I like to shoot my videos in 4K just because I like how crisp they look. But this is so small that I can take it anywhere. I don't need anything bigger to get the quality that I'm looking for. So the next camera in my arsenal is the Sony a6000. So this is a camera we just recently bought, and the reason we just recently bought this is because we wanted a little bit more professional quality photos. The great thing about the Sony a6000 is this is a tiny, tiny camera. Look at how small that profile is. This is actually a mirrorless camera, and it works excellent. The great thing about this camera versus a GoPro or the drone, for example, is that I can switch the lenses on this camera. So I can take off this lens and I can put on my big zoom lens, and then I can get subjects that are a little bit further away and actually compress the picture a little bit, so I get those shallow depth of field shots that look really cool and cinematic. So the Sony a6000 is a great camera. We could do a whole video just on this camera, but I love it because it's relatively cheap, it's very small, easy to carry around, and quickly switch out lenses, and does a fantastic job.
Another one of the cameras that I always bring on our adventures is a GoPro. We have 3 different GoPros here. This one is the GoPro Hero 5, and this is my primary GoPro camera that I use all the time for action shots, for swimming. Often I use this for narration as well. I enjoy shooting with the GoPro Hero 5 because it shoots in 4K. It's got a great picture quality. And I can take it anywhere. I don't have to worry about it getting rained on. I don't have to worry about it falling in the dust. I don't have to worry about anything with it. That is a problem with this camera, is I can't take this camera and film in the rain or in the mud because this camera will get ruined. Whereas this camera I can take anywhere and do anything. And so the GoPro tends to be the most versatile camera for me, the one that I use the very most, because of its size, because of its quality, and because it can go anywhere. So we also have some GoPro Hero 4s here, and these were actually purchased used off of eBay, and they work just great. These are our time-lapse cameras. We use them for time lapses. So those are our GoPros. So last but not least is my phone. So this is the camera that I use to shoot so much stuff. In fact, this video, almost the whole first half of this video was shot with this phone. This is the Galaxy Samsung S8. You can see it there. And it's in a Tamden waterproof, dust-proof case. So even though the phone itself is waterproof, I got this case for it so I can take it pretty much anywhere. I can take it to the bottom of the ocean, I can throw it in the sand, I can throw it in the mud, and I just have to wash it off and it's good to go. I use this phone to shoot probably 80% of the video that I shoot. It's excellent for close-up shots. I use it for all of those flower shots or bug shots. This is with me all the time. And so this is what I primarily use. This and a GoPro, I can shoot a whole video on. I've set up the camera, so all I have to do is double tap that button and instantly I'm shooting something. I specifically got this phone because I knew that it could shoot 4K high quality video, and it has not disappointed me. The only thing that this is not good for, I will say, is for moving shots. It's not great at moving shots. When you shoot with the phone and moving shots, because of the shutter speed, you often get kind of this wobbly jello effect, which is really yucky. And so if I'm doing something moving, I'll shoot with the GoPro, or I'll shoot with this camera that I'm filming with right now, which is the Sony, and try and capture the motion with those cameras instead of with the phone.
So that's pretty much it as far as the gear that I use. Like I said, I don't bring all this gear on every adventure. I bring usually 3 of these cameras and maybe the drone, depending on where we're at. But really, it's all about what I can fit on my person and what I can use really quickly. Because when you're out and you're adventuring and you're having fun, you want to capture the experience, but you also want to take part in it. That's the most important part. So I hope this... All right, take 2. So one thing you'll notice that I do not have in my arsenal is a microphone. That's something that I would really love to get because my audio sounds pretty bad, especially if you're filming with the GoPro or a phone. But that's something to add in at a future time. All of this has been purchased over time as I've collected it. So if you are just getting started out, start with your phone. Start with what you've got right with you at that time. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need a huge Red Dragon 8K camera to make a fun video. You can make a great video with whatever tools you have, just starting small and working up from there. And as you learn and as you grow, you get better. And that's part of the process. That's part of the fun. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll do more of these in the future. We'll see you later.
Are we there yet?